How can we remember all the lyrics to a song we haven't heard in 20 years, but we can't remember what we had for lunch yesterday? Or how can a smell take you back to a specific moment in time? It's the same reason why storytelling is so powerful. This video will give you 6 strategies to become an effective storyteller. And I'd love for you to stick with me until the end. Consider it bonus material. I want to tell you about my partially blinded deaf dog, Quigley. It will be my first attempt telling a story using the strategies in this video, so go easy on me. So let's dive in. Have you ever been listening to a speaker that you're fully connected with? And why is it that you connect with some speakers and presenters and not others? Well, there's actually brain research to tell us why. According to Yuri Hassan, professor of psychology and neuroscience at Princeton University, stories are the single best vehicle we have to transfer our ideas to another. The scientific truth is stories literally put our brainwaves in sync. But why is this important? Because if the listener can connect with you, that builds trust. And when people trust you, they're more open to new ideas. In addition, when multiple areas of your brain are activated, retention of the material you're hearing significantly increases. Simply put, storytelling brings meaning and context to the message you are trying to convey. After researching how to be a good storyteller, I put into practice the strategies that I found to be most helpful. Here are the 6 steps to become an effective storyteller. First, you need to determine what message or lesson you want to get across. Then, choose the specific story and focal characters you're going to use to highlight the topic. If you don't have your own story, just find one. Telling someone else's story can be just as powerful if told correctly. When telling the story, use action words correctly to move the story along. For example, if I say, I was walking to the edge of the cliff, it's as if it has already happened and you see me doing it, versus I walked to the edge of the cliff, you're there with me. Transport the person into the moment with you. You want the listener to experience the story as if it were happening to them. Instead of naming the emotion, I was scared when I got to the edge, describe what you were feeling. My heart was beating out of my chest as I looked over the edge. Use dialogue instead of recapping. Instead of saying, my friend thought I was crazy for looking over the edge of the cliff, say, my friend looked at me and said, I can't believe you're looking over the edge of the cliff. You are crazy. Finally, make sure to end with a message or lesson you're trying to get across. Think about what you want the audience to walk away with. Remember why you were telling the story in the first place. Like I said at the beginning, I want to be an effective storyteller. It's something I admire in other speakers, and I've said, I wish I could tell a story like that. I've even asked speakers, how do you take a single moment in time and make it into a powerful story? Few have been able to articulate the steps, but using the steps I mentioned, I'm confident that I can grow in this area, and I hope the steps help you as well. So this is me being 100% transparent, and here is my first go at it. The other day, I was sitting outside watching my dog Quigley, and I've always been amazed at how he navigates the yard effortlessly. This is exceptional to me because Quigley is partially blind and deaf. I often feel sorry for him, but he does not feel sorry for himself because it's all that he knows. He takes on the world like a champ because no one has told him that he can't. And if he can't do something one way, he finds another way to make it happen. And while I was watching him, I thought, why do I often let my shortcomings define me? Am I the one who tells myself I can't do something? Am I the one who's limiting myself? And with respect to storytelling, I stay away from it because I've tried it before and doing it sounds awkward and weird. And who wants to purposely embarrass themselves? So it's easier just to stay away from it altogether. Even as I'm venturing out telling you this simple story, my heart is racing and there's a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm sure you've had that feeling before. It's not something I enjoy, but I want to get better. So I think about Quigley and his determination. I think about how he has not always been able to navigate the yard effortlessly. There was a time when every step he took was in the unknown, but he persevered until he had it down. I can vividly remember how hard it was to watch him fail when he was a puppy. He would plow into things in the yard, stumble where there was a dip in the yard, and fall flat when he ran into one of the poles on the porch. But with determination, time, and practice, he eventually mastered it. If you were to watch him today, you would not even know that he's partially blind. I hope I can look back one day and say, remember the day I was apprehensive to tell stories? Well, look at me now. My challenge to you this week is twofold. Take a shot at storytelling if that's something you desire to do, and be brave like Quigley and try something new. Thank you for joining Great to Lead. If you found value in the content, please like the video and subscribe to the page. Until next week, strive to be a leader who inspires and leads with greatness. Next week's topic is Everyone Loves to Have Fun, the Power of a Theme.